Hey guys, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector. Welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles, and welcome back to another art haul. Now, if you've been watching this video over the last year, you know that I have been majorly into original art from my favorite artists, and I've got a couple of pieces in. And this video actually will probably take a couple of different days to do this video because I've got two here today, but I've also got a couple more that are still coming. And so I wanted to go ahead and film my reaction to this first, and then get to the other two as I get them in. So it should be any day now on the other two, which I'm very excited about. But there is a story to go along with this one. So this is the first one right here. This one is a long time coming, actually over a year coming, because this is a story about Jock. I love Jock. I love his work. I think he does phenomenal Batman work, especially. His style is very recognizable. It's very different, and it's very dark, and uses a lot of like broad marker and brush strokes. It's very good. And so I commissioned one through Comic Sketch Art, and I want to give them a shout out because they have been incredibly helpful in this process. So anyway, I commissioned Jock, and I was going to pick it up in San Diego Comic-Con. So we went out to San Diego Comic-Con. It was supposed to be done, and it wasn't. It was not finished, which is frustrating. Sometimes as a collector, you go to these conventions, you want to meet your artist, you want to pick it up from them, and the art's just not done because they do have demand, and they are human beings, right? They have their own lives, they have stuff going on. So as long as you get the commission eventually, that's just, you just have to be patient sometimes, just like in the collecting game with statues. So anyway, I waited and waited, and I finally got confirmation from Comic Sketch Art that Jock was finally finished with my commission, and they sent it to me. And I opened up the package, and I loved it. I thought it was really well done, but it was on a cream color paper. And I only collect black and white art. I don't collect anything with color. I like certain pieces, like my Alex Ross behind me. I've got a few pieces in the collection, but when it comes to actually original art, I just want black and white. I don't want color. I don't want any of that. It's just what I prefer. And so it always kind of rubbed me the wrong way to have that in my collection because it just didn't match anything else. And even my friends were like, yeah, it kind of stands out, and not in a great way. And so I had posted pictures of it on Instagram. I follow Jock. I've actually talked to him a few times on Instagram. And somehow, I don't know exactly how it went down, but he kind of caught wind that I wasn't really all that pleased with the tan. And so we messaged back and forth with each other, and he said, hey Chris, I feel bad about that. I sketch in my sketchbook and it's tan, and so that's what he does a lot of times on the road. And so he's like, why don't you do this? Why don't you send the original back to Comic Sketch Art, and I will do you a new one? And I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. He's like, I'm going to be in Denver. Are you going to be in Denver? And I actually had maybe thought about doing Denver Fan Expo, but then after contacting Comic Sketch Art, they're like, no, we'll just go ahead and send it to you. And I'm like, okay, well, that'll save me a trip out there, which I'm glad because he actually didn't end up doing it in Denver. And so I was like, thank God I didn't go all the way there to pick this up and meet him because it wasn't done. But again, through correspondence, he said, hey, I already have it done now. I'm going to bring it with me to San Diego Comic-Con. So I'm like, great. I'm not going out to San Diego Comic-Con, but again, Comic Sketch Art was kind enough to say, hey, Chris, no problem. We received the art you sent, and I will send this to you as soon as we get it from Jock in San Diego. So it was like, that's great. And so that's exactly what we did, and this is what it is. This is exactly what I asked him to do. It's actually meets my expectations. I think he did a phenomenal job, and here it is. So it's the Batman on the building. You can see it's autographed by him. This is a $1,000 commission, just to give you guys an idea of price point on these things. They're very expensive. I don't know if his rates have gone up any, but the thing I really liked is I asked him to do it on the building like this. He doesn't always do that, but I really like the way it turned out, and I'm really excited to get it framed up and matted and add it to the entryway as you come into the Batcave. But it's just really cool to finally get the Jock that I wanted, even though it didn't really work out the first time. But I just want to give him a shout out because he was really cool about the whole process, and also Comic Sketch Art, who represents Jock, did a phenomenal job. So I want to thank Chris, especially. Chris helped me out. You're amazing, Chris, so thank you. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one I actually already have framed. I couldn't wait because I just wanted to get it framed. So it's this right here. It's a new David Finch. Yeah, surprise, surprise, right? This is my new David Finch. This was purchased on Essential Sequential. This is the website that I go to daily to check out their work. Essential Sequential and Jason and his crew represent David Finch, and they put this one on there after a recent convention. And so I don't know if somebody commissioned this and they just didn't get it or pick it up, but they put it on the website and I immediately bought it. I didn't hesitate at all. And so I have yet another David Finch. This one is going to go in my entryway, which I originally had this one right here. This is the head portrait that I bought in Dallas. And more than likely, I'm going to be selling this one to my good friend JWR, who was at the dinner with me and really liked this one, and he would like to add it to his collection. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to end up selling this one to him. And again, this one's a little smaller, as you can see, which I was hoping it'd be a little bit bigger, but he doesn't do torsos like this very often. His full figure these days, guys, goes for $3,000. And so I feel like really lucky to be able to get something like this with kind of like a half torso, which again, he usually only does the head portraits now for $800. And, but yeah, so I have a kind of a half body of him and I really liked it. So I'll most likely be selling that one to JWR, but yeah, I've got a new Finch and a new Jock. So I've got 2 more pieces, like I said, and so I'm going to shift over to that part of the video. It's going to be probably a different day, maybe a different shirt, most likely a Batman shirt, but let's go ahead and go to the next day. All right, guys, as promised, I'm not in the Batman shirt, but it is another day, and I got this in. This is from Belfast, okay? It's in a very solid piece of wood. And this piece right here, I've not looked at it yet. I know what it looks like, I mean, from the internet, but this was done by artist Ryan Brown. I've been a fan of Ryan's for quite some time. He has some amazing covers for DC. Really amazing Scarecrow, or really amazing Joker covers. I think he's probably most known for his Joker covers, but he's a painter, he paints, and they're just incredibly well done. And I've had a chance to have Ryan on the program. At the time, he was going to maybe be working with Prime One. I don't think that ever came out, but he was, digitally helping them. Also, of course, I've met him in New York, had really amazing things to say. And then, of course, I just recently talked to him and met him again a couple times in Dallas. And he had done this Wolverine. And the Wolverine, as soon as he showed me, I'm like, oh my God, can you do one for me? And he was kind of like, he's like, I don't really know. It's like, I'm really busy with my schedule and blah, blah, blah. And he does full paintings, and his full paintings, like full color and full everything, they're quite pricey. This commissioned art is very expensive. But I said, could you do a black and white like you did with that Wolverine? And so he said, let me get back home and we could talk. And so I reached out to him again, and he said absolutely. And it's funny because my good friend Eric B, of course, from Rogues Gallery Live and All Things Art, he had also commissioned him almost the exact same time to do a Scarecrow. And when I saw Eric's Scarecrow, I was like, oh my God, it is one of the best things I've ever seen. And so I was very excited to see what he would do for my Joker. And I told him some of the covers that I like that he's done in the past. And so I have not seen this yet. I'm getting ready to take this paper off and just see the final result in person, because Eric said it's so much better in person. And so here we go. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. It's almost like photorealistic. Like his chin is blurring out. Oh my God, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. All right, guys, I have to pause here, and I just have to show you the detail on this. It is probably I'm just dumbfounded. It is the best commission that I've ever seen. Look at the whiskers on his chin. It looks like a print Like, it's crazy the amount of detail. It's completely smooth. You don't see brush strokes. Let me kind of zoom in here. Like, it is just insane. I'm just absolutely speechless. Ryan Brown, I thank him so very much for, this random side conversation that we had in Dallas, and we met him out in the outside of the hotel as well. It's unbelievable how good this is. And again, it's not even close on camera to what it looks like in person. It just is absolutely blowing me away. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Ryan. Oh my gosh, again, the BSC is absolutely speechless. Seriously, the coolest thing I've ever seen. This is just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Ryan Brown, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for letting me have this in my collection. I'm just absolutely blown away. I'm absolutely blown away. I cannot wait to get this thing framed. It is so smooth. You don't see, this is painted. You do not see a brush stroke. This is cover quality. This is 100% going in my entrance to the Bat Cave. Maybe even keep it in here somewhere. I don't know. It is just unbelievable. It is smooth. I am dumbfounded. I'm not speechless very often, but this, as horrific as this looks, it is absolutely beautiful to me. I love it. It is so perfect. Ryan, thank you very, very much. Very, very much. Okay, I can't top that today. So we're not gonna do any more today. If stuff comes in, I'll do another video, but I had to share that with you guys. I cannot. What a crazy world that we live in, of all this amazing collectibles that we have a chance to see and experience. Thank you for being on the journey with me, guys. This is so much fun. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for continuing to support this channel, so I can continue to bring you all of this amazing things that I love to share with you. And so thank you so very much. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up today. Thank you again for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Lots of content coming up this week. So again, thank you for your support. Like, comment, subscribe, join that right here, I think. And that really does help support the channel as well. So again, I'm very overwhelmed right now. I just can't believe I own that. Cannot believe it. So anyway, thank you very much. I'll see you in the Bat Cave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today. And if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Bat Cave.